Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome to our OpenTTD Live Let's Plays Series 12. There we go. Hello and welcome everybody. How are you all doing? We'll be getting on with the gameplay quite soon, but we are going to introduce everything. What was that pop sound? It was one of the notifications popping up. Yes. Hello everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I can see we've got moderators in and channel members and all sorts of people. And I need to keep an eye on the retro counter behind me, because the retro counter could be very out of date this live stream, I think, maybe. Yes, we only need 7 more people to get involved on that. But hello and welcome. Now, if you don't know, I am Master Hellish. I do lots of streams and videos and shorts all around retro and retro style games, usually trains and transport, but not always. In fact, the next video I'm doing is not trains or transport at all. It is going to be a spaceship one, so keep an eye out for that. Now, so thank you very much for coming by, everybody. Welcome. We are live on 4 platforms tonight, both YouTube, Twitch, Steam and TikTok. So welcome everybody, no matter where you're watching from. Now I'm checking out the chat. We got quite a few people popping by in various different chats. Twitch seems to be quiet tonight. Let's have a look. Yep, there's one Twitcher. There's one Twitcher out there. So I hope you're all doing good. Hiding Blaze over there on over on TikTok, and a whole bunch of people there on the YouTubes. So, even more grey hair. Yeah, when I cut my hair shorter, it makes it easier to see the grey that's in there. And you know what? I like it. I like the colour that it's going. I like the change that's happening over the years. I've been doing this now. How long have I been doing this OpenTTD and YouTube stuff? Probably about 12 or 13 years. But we're going to be getting on with some OpenTTD today. It is a fantastic free game. But before we start with that, I'm going to introduce a little some important updates. 13 years. Oh, Jackamite, don't do that to me. I thought it was 12. Oh, never mind. So, we have one night left of our Project Zomboid Community Gaming Night over on the Discord server. So, you can go over to the Community Gaming Night channel and take part in that, or just come along to the Variety channel and have a look at that on Monday night. And we have an OpenTTD game coming up, yes. Now, it is on Friday the 13th, at the same time as this stream comes up. It's going to be our OpenTTD Viewers Game 38. Love Wars 2026. Oh, yes. We're going to have a lot of fun doing that. And if you're watching on YouTube and you see anything on a stream or video that is funny or interesting, please do clip it. Helps us out. And of course, if you're enjoying the stream, please do the appropriate action on the appropriate platform. For example, liking and subscribing. Love Wars hype, I know. Now, I have written a script for Love Wars this year. We have a dedicated scoring script. Script. We have a dedicated scoring script. So there we go. That's all the kind of introductions and things. Just a reminder, though, if you do want to support me, there are now 2 extra ways of doing that. First of all, you can use my GOG affiliate. So if you want to go and buy a game on GOG, you can use my link either in the live stream or go to gog.masterhellish.net. That will take you to the website, and I get a share of revenue when you go and do that. But there's not just that one. Oh no, we've got one new one. We've got a brand new one. This one is a partnership, and it's a partnership with the drink that I've been drinking very recently. It's a partnership with Wraith. And not only do I get a kickback if you go to the store, but you can get 10% off by using the code Master Hellish. So if you want to get yourself some gaming juice and get yourself 10% off, you can use the code Master Hellish for my affiliate over at Wraith. Right then. So that's all the introductions and news and bits and bobs done. I was padding a little bit because we're getting both of today's players into the game. And I think that's almost happened. You can now join the company, and we are going to move over to the recording room because that's the room we should be in the first place. There we go. 1 and 2. There we are. And everybody's in the company. It's all working. So, introducing tonight's players. We've got Stevie D. So, hello.
Hello there.
How are you doing?
Oh, well, it's great to be back in the game. It was, I think, so world's looking a lot busier than it did back then.
Yes. The world is definitely getting busier. It's not that bad. But that was the point. I had some extra news upon that. So we're currently still 25 years away from the year 2000, which is halfway through the season. And because the world is looking so busy and we've got so much infrastructure, I don't think we'd actually get to the end of the game before the whole thing grinds to a halt and is too full, right? So, what I've decided is I'm splitting Season 12 in half. Okay? So, Season 12 is going to go... The first part of Season 12 was going to go from the starting year, which I think was 1940? And it's going to go to the year 2000. And then we are going to reload the map from the year 2000 and carry on going forward, so we can use all the other technologies and not worry about filling up the game too much. So it's going to be a two-part series, Season 12. So there we go. Season 12... Well, Season 12.5 would infer that there were 5 different versions. So this would be Season 12.1 or 0.5 or a half, I'm not sure. But anyway. So yeah, welcome. Have you got any idea in mind what you're going to be working on tonight, Stevie?
Haven't decided really. I think the first thing to do is going to be tidying up some of the older wagons, carriages, trains. But that'll be a fairly quick fix. That's just and then.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. It's all is. I think you need to adjust your cut-offy thing settings in Discord. You're cutting off a little bit. In the voice and video section where the input sensitivity or some sensitivity around there or something like that. See if you can have a little play with. Yeah, we want to be able to hear. We want to be able to hear what you're saying. But yes, I'm going to be doing a little bit of fixing and sorting at the beginning today, and then moving on. Now, our second person, the first thing I'm going to ask them is how to correctly say your username. Can you help me out with that?
So it's the Kyle, because QIAL is the weirdest way to spell Kyle that you can technically say is correct.
The Kyle, right. Okay, well, I'll first of all attempt to remember that. And second of all, I will immediately apologise for when I get it wrong later, or ask you again. Have you been playing much OpenTTD for many years?
So I started playing it a few years ago, and I don't play it often, but I've been playing it more in the last year because it's something that runs easily on my laptop. And so, I consider myself a beginner, but I've been watching all of your streams, so I know a lot. I'm just not very good at doing it.
Well, we welcome everybody who can play the game here, no matter how experienced you are at it. The game is paused at the moment, but once we finish these introductions, we will unpause and get started. Do you have any ideas of what you would like to do in the world when you're getting started?
So I'm thinking there's a section along like the west side of the map, where there's a long section where there's been a lot of major building above and below, but then there's a large collection of little towns, and I'd kind of like to enjoy building those up and setting some stations around those for trains, and then just building those towns, because I wouldn't be very good at fixing any issues, but I can build some extra stuff that then other people can build upon later. That's kind of my goal right now.
Somewhere in this area. Okay. Well, that is good, very good indeed. And I'm looking forward to seeing what you both get up to. So what we'll do is I will play, I will game, and we'll check in with both of them every now and then to see how they're getting on. What was that? Oh, yeah. Oh, that's something I forgot to mention. I can't remember if we said it last stream, but we do have a giveaway going on at the moment. The February giveaway is for a Settlers bundle on GOG, right? So if you want to be within a chance of winning that bundle, I think there's 4 different Settlers games in there. Head out to portal.masterhellish.net, and that's where you can take part in the giveaway. It's the way to interact with the streams apart from the live chats. Right then. That was the one thing that I forgot to do there. I've actually got a technical issue that I need to resolve. I'm not sure what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do that without jumping away. You know what? I'm just going to do it. I'm going to do it now, and I'm going to unpause the server, and we're going to keep an eye on one of the trains in Network 3000 just for a couple of moments while I resolve this technical issue. It's nothing massive. It won't take too long. So bear with me. There we go. Back in the game. There we are. And let's just check this. What we got here. I am thinking we try this. There we go. Right. Yeah, it's to do with Touch Portal. I set up basically some configuration for some testing. It worked, and then I changed the way that everything, the way that I did stuff, and then I didn't remove the configuration. So I've just got to go in, press a little delete key. Oh, that's weird, it's not deleting it. There we are, delete that. I think there's just like 3 different places I've got to delete this little configuration. By the way, if you're wondering how I control my live streams, going through the different scenes and so forth, I use something called Touch Portal. And I think, yeah, I think there was only 3 little things I need to delete. So I've deleted those now. It should be all fine, I think. It should be all fine. Right. Good. Looks like a bottleneck there. Well, maybe that's what I'll fix first. I don't know if it's a bottleneck per se. Let's get rid of the trees so it's easier to see. I think it's just like it's just saturated, right? Although that train did just break down. 76% reliability there, look. That's not the best. It could be a lot worse. It could be a lot worse, but I'm not too worried about that.
Yeah, that's the area that I was looking, and pretty busy, but I can't see anything obvious. I think I just need to watch it for a moment and see where they're getting held up.
Yeah, I think it is just like, yep. Oh, let's hide the buildings as well, because that's getting difficult to see what's going on. I think it is just, you know, busy. I don't think there's any problems like missing signals or bad junctions. Are we going to fix Network 3 or 4 episode in a row? No, we're just going to spend a little bit of fixing and tuning time at the beginning of each live stream, I think, because otherwise the stuff just gets out of hand. It does. You remember when you started playing Transport Tycoon Deluxe? I remember as well. I remember holding Transport Tycoon in my hands, sat in my dad's car, waiting for him to take me home. And he was at a builder's yard getting materials for something, and I just wanted to go home. And I was just sat waiting. Yeah, but I remember that very clearly. It's funny how I remember that, but I don't remember to, like, take the washing out the washing machine and put it in the dryer. Yeah, never mind. Right, yeah, I think it is. I think maybe if we could replace the vehicles for one that is more reliable, that might make a big difference. So let's just have a look at the trains. And if I don't know if these have their own group. I don't think they do. Because there's metro services and stuff. Yeah, I think they're just in ungrouped trains. So if we go manage list and replace vehicles.
Got the Network 3000 there.
Oh, have we? Did I miss that? Oh, there is Network 3000. Ah, but there's only 30 trains in that group, and I'm sure there's more than that. There's got to be more than that. Okay, let's pick a couple of random trains. Right. Yeah. Oh, I don't know, actually. Can we find... Actually, there's a good way of doing this. What you do, I think, you can click on the station, click on trains, group by shared orders, and just... I'm not sure. Can you control drag them in? No. I'm sure there's something you can do. Group, manage list. Create group? Oh, you can't just add them to existing? I'm sure there's something you could do, right? Right. You got TTD after playing Transport Tycoon. Yeah, it ran on DOS, but TTD had Windows version. I think at some point they both had a Windows version. But yeah, it's nice that we have OpenTTD now. This game will eat your life, yeah, potentially. Are you going to play NIMBY Rails again? No, I got bored of that game. I got quite bored of that game. It was quite like the idea of it was quite good. For hang on, what's this? There's a menu option to add trains with shared orders when you're in a group. Yeah, is that what I'm looking for? Add shared vehicles? Yeah, that's good. But the problem is that not all of the vehicles on the Network 3000 line are shared. So that's not it, I'm afraid. So what we need to do is we need to find a train that's not in it. Right, for example, train number 556. Go to the ungrouped trains. Go down to train 556. 556, right? And then we need to drag that train into the Network 3000 holding control. And that will move 556 and all of the ones with shared orders. Oh, in fact, Kevin DeB just said exactly the same thing. There you go. I just didn't want to do it like that because it was going to take ages to go through each one. I don't want to do it. So, I think the easiest way... I think just upgrading all the trains in ungrouped is probably a good idea as well. Let's start with the Network 3000 group, though. So, replace vehicles. You can see here that we've had all sorts of vehicles in this group in the past. And we're using this Wavering Diesel. I don't think that's the good one to use anymore. Oh, no. The maximum reliability is 96%. Well, that's fine. Is that worth 1,000 Hellish points? Nope. I was just trying to avoid doing it. Because I knew it'd take too much work. Ah, we've got 2 viewer plus gift subs. Fantastic. From Rastus Gaming, thank you very much. So that's the Network 3000 group. So we need to go to the ungrouped trains and replace these ones. Here we go. And we've had another plane crash. What's going on here? Let's clone the aircraft. There we go. Sorted. Right, so 270 trains on the network are the diesel with a 96% reliability. 7 trains are ones with 100%. Hang on a minute, it's got 100% reliability? That's even better. Why wouldn't we use that one? Let's have a look. Let's go. Let's find that one. There we are. I missed who got the Viewer Plus gift subs, but congratulations, everybody. It's the Intrepid. I am not seeing it in the list. There's the Dover as well. There's loads of different ones in here. Scooby, Slammer. Oh, there's the Dover. Oh, no, you don't want the Dover. The Dover's terrible. How many of them we got? 7. Oh, no, we don't want that. Where is it? It's the... Yeah, it's an Intrepid. I'm not seeing it in the list. Is it because I had it selected? No, I don't know. There it is. 100% reliability. General purpose. Quite fast. I think we'll be looking pretty good. You turn off plane crashes? Yeah, I wish there was something you could do about the plane crashes, right? Wagon removal might be useful. Yeah, we'll have a look at that soon. Let's upgrade Oh god, I lost it again. Let's upgrade to the Intrepid. Do I have to scroll up a little bit? Yes, okay. Right, start replacing all of those vehicles. I'm not sure why stop replacing doesn't remove it from the list. That's a little bit... I'm a little bit worried about that, but never mind. Right. Let's
to do with
update...
if you've had a global replace and you're now in a place.
Sorry?
You've got a global replace on Tenacious, and you're now in a group.
Oh, yeah, yes, I'm ungrouped. Maybe I should just do it on all trains, whether they're grouped or not. Because I think that... I don't think that's going to make a difference, right? It's going to be like for like all the way down the list. So let's give that a go. General purpose diesel for general purpose diesel. Start replacing. Stop replacing that one. Stop replacing that one. Stop replacing that one. There we are. We'll do a bit of tidying up and then we'll build some railway lines and stuff. Right, well now we've got an electric train here. Now this electric train is almost identical in many ways. But it has a slightly worse reliability. However, the power is slightly more. So is the tractive effort. 98%. But it does cost a lot more to run. And I don't think that extra little bit of power is worth it. So I'm going to swap that. And then this one here, that one's got terrible reliability. We'll swap that one. And that one is part of the smaller network. So there we go. Automatically replacing was a game changer. I know, right? Imagine trying to do this in the old game, which I tried. It was a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. We'll have a look at the wagons in a bit. I don't think we need to do any of the wagons, though. You've sat down with your dinner and you can focus on the stream. I see I've already cooked dinner. I cooked dinner for the family. We had 2 different types of burgers. Me and the wife had one type. The kids had the other type. Right then, Stevie D, what have you been up to?
Just adding some extra track around Drondington, because I think there's a bottleneck there where you've got too many trains feeding into.
Right, let's let's turn the town names back on. Right, Drondington's one of these big ones around here, if I remember correctly. Oh my goodness! Right, Drondington. Where? Oh, on the main line there.
Yep. So just below Drondington was just 2 tracks coming through, where they split out into 5 different lines.
Yeah. You're still cutting out a little bit, so you might want to adjust that setting a bit more.
Right, I had a look and couldn't see any other settings. Is that any better?
I mean, I don't know what it is. Maybe just move a little closer to your mic if you can, so it picks.
Yeah.
Give it a try.
That now.
Yeah. I can see that. Yeah, they've got a merge on there, and then they swap over potentially. They are going to just bottleneck through there, I think. I think the problem is that the towns have expanded to the point where growing the lines is almost impossible. But at least they can get to the servicing if they want to. Okay, that's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. Wagon speed should be 144 since 1960 and it will go up on 1990. I think the wagon speed has already changed. So let's have a quick look at that. So if we go to ungrouped, replace vehicles, and change that to wagons. My goodness, we've got so many wagons. 17,000 different restaurant cars. Thomas wants a train whistle. Let's go for that. Here we are. Fantastic. There we are. Right, stop replacing the old wagons for a start. I wonder if I just go around and do all of these replacements, whether that's going to actually make the profits jump up. Because there's been some quite significant things been going on in terms of like wagons and hoppers and removals. So let's... Oh, we've got two different sorts of passenger coaches, apparently. That one is upgrading to this. Vehicle transporters. No, you don't want that. Right, suburban. That's 60... Oh, actually... No, see, this one carries more passengers. It carries 63 passengers, but the speed is only 120. Right. So I don't think we want that. We want probably passenger coach large. Oh, this is a new passenger coach large. Right, so I'm going to replace that passenger coach large for this one. That one is the same. Then we got one restaurant car for a new restaurant car. Start replacing that one. Then we've got this coach, which is the larger capacity, but I don't want the larger capacity. We want the faster speed, because we don't want one slow train holding up the rest of the network. Then we got mail van large, which is not even available anymore. I think that's its replacement. And then that's the same mail van. Good. Then we got an express van. And then I think there's... No, that looks the same. Yeah, those ones are the same. Okay. So there are a load of passenger ones that need updating, but most of the other stuff's okay. Got the merchandise van. That I think needs updating. Nope, that's fine as well. Rock hopper? Okay, so it looks like it was just the passenger services that needed updating. Everything else seems to be fine. Right then. Nope, I called it. I knew it would happen. I'm sorry, I forgot your name. I'm trying to remember.
Kyle, it doesn't matter. I don't care how you pronounce it. I really don't. I usually just let people choose whatever.
I want to get it right.
It doesn't matter. Anyway, I put a sign down with the Kyle on what I'm doing. I'm just connecting these two cities with the passenger service because I feel like both of these cities are great, and also there's two cities next to each other, and I can catch both of them with one station, so it felt like a good thing to start with.
Okay, yeah, let's have a look at this. Oh, I just noticed something else I need to fix. Where's it gone? Here, go there. Oh no, wait, that's not it. Okay. No idea. Right, yeah, let's have a look at the... So you've got a pretty good coverage there. That's weird.
It's not a long route, but it'll be useful because there's a lot of industries around here, so growing the cities will be good.
Yeah. Where are you in the... Oh, in the very, very northwest corner. And your coverage is pretty good. Are you going to have any sort of transfer service or maybe spread stations?
Yeah, that's my plan. Yeah, just do a bus service to help grow each of the cities and then have them also do transfer service from them.
Yeah, yeah. And then you've got the station at the other end there. You're not going a massive distance, but they're definitely big towns to work with. Okay, well, we'll come back and check on that in a little while. Now, let's have a look at that operating profit graph. Have we had a bit of a rise in recent months? And you know what? I think we have. I think we have managed. It looks like we've had I mean, you've got to remember, right? There's so much infrastructure in this world that when we make an improvement, it doesn't make a massive difference to this line. You have to have lots and lots and lots and lots of improvements to make line go up, right? So just to see it raise from somewhere in the 39 million range up to the 42 million. Oh, and it just went up again. So it's nearly at 43 million. you can see that the replacing of those vehicles are probably helping out quite a bit. Yeah, Kyle. Chat's correcting me, don't worry. They'll keep me on target. I think I need a badge that says, sorry, I butchered your name, and I should just wear it every time I do. Oh, there's a new mail tram out. That's another thing as well. I haven't checked the tram replacement. Okay, let's do a little bit of that. So if you're going to replace vehicles for the road vehicles, we can have a look and see what we've got. Let's just also check on the number of subscribers. Oh, we're getting close, folks. So in addition to liking the stream, you should probably also check out the subscribers on YouTube. So if you're watching and you want to follow along with not just OpenTTD, but other retro games, we're going to be doing Theme Hospital tomorrow night. Oh, that's a good point, everybody. Actually, you know we're doing Theme Hospital tomorrow night. It is the final level in the series. I'm going to be doing the hardest level from start to finish, or at least hopefully to finish. And in addition to that, we've also got a game giveaway for Theme Hospital as well. So we've got a game giveaway. I'm going to be doing the hardest level. Don't miss it. It's going to be great fun tomorrow night. Yeah, if you like that sort of thing and you're not subscribed, do get subscribed. Look at that. We're at 42,496. We're only four subscriptions away from being able to update the retro counter. So, you know, if you're doing that, we'll check in a few minutes to see if enough people have done that to get the counter up. Right. So we've got a bus that's hidden, apparently. I'm gonna unhide it if I can. Can I unhide it? Not from this menu. Okay, never mind. So we can upgrade the bus to a better one. Let's do that. There's only 5 of them. There's a mail truck that cannot be upgraded. The main bus. Nope, that can't be upgraded. The oil tanker, that can be upgraded. The iron ore truck. No, that's the same. The armoured truck there. Passenger tram, can that be upgraded? Yep, that can be upgraded. Oh, it needs to be upgraded. Look at this. Maximum reliability down here. 50% for that tram that we're using at the moment. Just 50%. Absolute rubbish. But never mind. Let's do that. So start replacing. And then we've got... That's the passenger tram that we're supposed to have. And then there's this mail tram that's the right one. There's a new goods tram. And there's an armoured tram. There we go. Trams and vehicles have been updated as well. I think we did aircraft recently, so we don't need to do that now. Okay, folks. Right, I'm going to build something in a bit, but I want you to shout out in chat what you want to see me to build. Give me a shout, and we'll go and check with Carl, see what they're up to, how that line's getting on. Oh, there's extra things going on here. Yes. There we go. Now, how long are these trains? The station is length 10. There we go. It's not too bad. It builds some transport. You know what? I never thought about vacuum around the world. We haven't got to vacuum yet. It's taking forever. Each year in this game is 45 minutes long. So, you know, it's 1976 now. You can do some basic maths and work out how many live streams it's going to get until we switch to part 2. So, let's have a look. So, the year 2000 minus the year 1976 gives us 24 years to go. Times that by 45 minutes a year, divided by 60 minutes to give us hours. That's 18 hours. We usually do 3 hours per live stream, but it's usually a little bit short because we do the intros and stuff. So if I divide that by 2.5, that tells us we've got about 7 live streams, and then we're going to start part 2 of the series. Oh, I missed that. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Plane crash. Let's go fix that. There we go. Yeah. So we're going to... You want me to build HS2? That might take a while, but I'll probably get it done before the real HS2 gets built. Yeah, look. So we got some double... No, we're not double depots. Off-the-line single depots we're using here next to Cheddinghead Woods. And we've got some signals starting to go in as well. Nice. Yeah, we've got the Concorde coming in the game soon. And the ship's doing alright. Let's check in on the ships. I'm feeling in a bit of a shipping mood. Oh my goodness, there's some terrible ships in here. Oh, we've got so many different sorts of ships. Okay, later I'm fixing the ships. Oh my goodness, there's some big ships. Right, Stevie D, what are you up to?
Just adding much network, and then I've seen some farms on the west coast look like they need.
Okay, you're still cutting out, so if there's something you can do about that, that would be fantastic. But yeah, some farms on the coast. Oh, right,
Well,
okay.
you know, west side of the country, not right on the coast.
Oh, right, okay. And they are...
If you have your Discord settings to the deafen mode, you may need to set it to pro mode where it's unfiltered, because I noticed that when I was testing it earlier.
Yeah. Okay. Can we do Iron Steel Factory City Transport? We do have that already. We've got some goods hubs. We do need to name a goods hub after a viewer plus subscriber or two, actually. So this is... have we got labels shown? Oh yeah, this is the Goods Helsing hub over here. And then at the top of the world, we've got the Need for Steed hub, where you can see we're doing goods. And then down here in the bottom corner of the world, we've got the We Hubya hub. And then down here at this corner of the world, where's it gone? We've got the Delwaris Depot goods hub. And they all... right, let me do a little diagram. Let me do a little diagram on the screen. So the ones that go north and south, right, they go directly north and south. The ones that go east and west, there's actually a secondary goods hub that they just go between. They don't go the whole way. They're partial. They're not bi-directional across the world. Like that. So we've got kind of like... We've kind of got 6 hubs at the moment. 6 goods hubs. So we can definitely look at improving one or more of those hubs. But before we do that, let's have a little look to see how the trains are doing over on the north-south hub, shall we? So if we go up to the top...
Fantastic!
Zoom in. Fran the Man's done a GIF... viewer plus gift sub. Thank you very much, Fran the Man. Much appreciated. Yes, so these trains last period made minus 4.7 million. So hopefully in the future, that'd be better. You never know. Yes, so that is... Oh, no, my key... Have I got a key stuck down? Yes, I need to clean my keyboard. So yeah, let's go check in on some of those hubs and see if there's anything we can expand, like hook in some extra industries. So, map of the world. Yeah, just use the fastest boat. I don't know about fastest. You do need capacity, especially if your boats are kind of like lost leaders, right? So if we're looking around here, we are wanting things. We want wood for the sawmill, which are the green ones, and we want farm supplies. So not farm supplies, but supplies from farms to the factory. And I'm not seeing any more farms, I don't think. Where's the farms? Yeah, oh, there is another farm. We can definitely take that by either road or rail. I think a little rail route might be good. So, let's do a rail shuttle. And I'm going to blow up this land here. Because it's usually easier for the main line to nip up and down than it is for... Oh, am I not building an electric? Let's not make that mistake again. It's usually easier for the main line to nip up and down than like the side line to do anything funny. There we go. Get that put in there. Speaking of rail route, when will that make a return? To be honest, I'm not sure it will. It's I definitely enjoyed the game. Definitely enjoyed playing it. Let's use drag and drop. No, wait, I'm going to use 7 length for these trains. There we go. Yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. And I did a little bit of a tutorial series. But I think if you look on the list of my non-OpenTTD games that are successful, Railroute's like really far down the list. Also, I've got so many things that I want to do. It's absolutely, utterly ridiculous the amount of cool stuff that I've got planned. There are so many nice videos coming up. Just ones that I'm just like genuinely excited about. And that's got to be good, right? There just isn't enough time in the day for me to be able to just output them any quicker than I currently am. Do you want me to spoil some of the ones that are coming up? Wrong signal polarity. I mean, it's an individual line, so it doesn't matter, but I'll switch it round, seeing as I haven't done much yet. I think for this one, it's fine just to put the depot on the station. Oh, I can't hear because there's a train line in the way. Okay, I'll do some extra ones. We'll do an extra one here and an extra one there. Right, let's clone. We've got what trains are down here? Are these both, or are they all just one or the other? Ah, look. So at this one, we're using waypoints to funnel 2 different trains through. Need to be dead. Yeah. Let's get the right trains in. So we're going to use. Oh my goodness! There's just so many I can't remember again. I think it began with an I or an L. What train was I using? It wasn't the Vulcan. It wasn't the Little Bear. It wasn't the Trojan. Ah! There it is. It's the Intrepid. Right, so we're going to get that vehicle in. And length 7, we're going to get a load of cargo type for grain. No, not goods. Grain. There we go. Oh, cool. There's so many. Box vans. But I don't think most of these really matter too much. Farm product van. Let's get that. And now let's do livestock. Livestock wagon. No, that's not right. No, I'm not happy with those ones. Sliding wall van. Yeah, I think I like that one better. There we go. So we're going to tell it to full load any cargo there. Come down to this station here. Did I do that as a spread station? And that one's transfer and leave empty. Let's have a look. Yes, I did it as a spread station. Good. And then, before we send it on its way, I'm going to clone it. There we go. Right. There we are. Transfer. Is there any way to save a station design? No, not in the base game. If I remember correctly, there is a modded, like a different version of OpenTTD. I mean, it might be in the patch pack. Let's see. Just need to sort something out there. Right. There we go. City Mania. I'm not sure if it is the City Mania one. It might be. I'm not sure. There we go. So we've got that one in. Let's check the map of the world again. Okay. So there is another farm. It's right down here, though. What's this? Well, whatever that is, I think there used to be a forest there, and it's just not there anymore. I could hook this farm up as well, so I think I will. We'll decommission this first. So all the trains at this place send to depot. And they all immediately break down. Oh dear. Message from Twitch. Love your YouTube videos. Sometimes you don't play for a long time, and when you get back into it, they're super handy. You're very good at explaining clearly. Well, thank you very much. I do try. You like the different kinds of station examples? Yeah. Yes, well... they are going to take a little while to move, so I'll build the new station first. So here we go. This station is going to be a relatively simple electric train station. Although I am going to make this one a ro-ro. I think it's this way around. Hopefully I get it right. And what we want is a double depot before the station. There we go. And I'm not sure how that's going to slip down onto the main line, because we're higher up here. I suppose I could just lower the land. The farm will regrow. So, there we go. And then somehow I've got to do the exit. Now on the exit, because it's a ro-ro station, we need signals pointing into the exit there. And I guess let's try... I want to try and get onto this line, but this one's in the way. I think what I need to do is blow all that up. Nah, you see, it's not going to work. I need to bring these diagonals further back, because for this to get in, it needs to be there. Right, let's move it all along. So, push that one back. We'll push that one back. There we go. Don't worry, I'll fix it. Yes. Oh, you put potatoes there. Don't worry, it'll be fine. The farm will be okay. Oh. No, apparently I need to move it over another one because I can't get the tunnel in. You know what? Because I can't get the tunnel in without moving it, I'm going to use a bridge. Yeah. When you start a new transport line with trains, it's generally... Is it generally best to full load the cargo when it starts piling up? Don't full load anymore and add trains. What do you mean Bridgehead's not the same level? Oh, there we go. There we are. I fixed it, everybody. Don't worry. Jobs are good now. That is good enough. I would say if you're doing cargo, right? If you're doing cargo stuff, always full load. But if you're doing passengers, I think you might be better off not. Usually what I'll do is I'll full load at the end of the line that has the most what do you call it? The most passengers. Those things. Alright, I'm going to clone this train twice. So we've got 3 of them on the shared orders. Oh, these ones are probably gone now, so where are they? One's in this depot. Oh, they're all in that depot. There we are, let's get rid of them. And then we will we'll go and check on our guests and see how they're doing. You know what? I just spent all that time trying to work around this existing junction And now I've taken it out. Oh, I am a complete wally. Why? Oh. I could have just done that correctly in the first place. Well, there we go. My bad. I can't believe that. I cannot believe... I mean, I can put this as a nice little tunnel now. Oh, what a wally. Yes, that is a mistake. I think that's a mistake. That counts as a mistake. There we go. Let's get some signals in there as well. Yeah. All the potatoes rolled into the tunnel now. That'd be fine. Right. Let's say coal or livestock and grain or steel. Yeah, just full load them. Full load them all. There we go. Oh, nearly finished my drink. Just as a reminder, if you weren't here earlier, I'm now partnered with Wraith. So if you want some gamer fuel, you can use my code to get 10% off Master Hellish, and it also supports me. You were deliberately wasting your time. I was not deliberately wasting your time. I refute that. Oh no, look, there's a forest there. We have to connect that one up. Definitely improving the goods over this side. Right, I'll finish this one and then we'll go and pick on one of our guests. Which one of you two wants to get picked on first?
I'm happy to be picked on.
There you go, see? People say that I just pick on people, but they want to be picked on. They're happy about it. Oh dear. Here we go. There's a nice little station design, eh? It's not necessarily the most... Hang on, did I do that right? Trains are coming down this line that way. No, I did not. I did not. There we go. Got to get the polarity right. And there's some depots here. Now, we've got to switch these depots around a little bit. Because you want depots before junctions, not after. So here's a junction. So we want to put one depot directly before. And then over here, we want a depot before the split as well. And then, that's it. That'll do. Because this is too small, this bit. Yes, this game is... Oh, I just copied a farm train. That's another mistake. Can't help it. I am only human. I did get a comment recently on one of my videos. It's like, I can't believe with how long you've been playing this game, how many mistakes you make. And I replied to it and said, well, you've got to remember two things. First of all, I don't always just do the norm, right? I play outside my comfort zone a lot. I try new things. I experiment. So, like, I might know the near perfect thing to do. But am I going to do that? Probably not. I'm probably going to try putting an extra line in or deliberately say that I can't blow a particular river and then try and work my way around it, okay? So I will always do stuff like that. Thank you very much, chat. And the second thing is that not only am I playing the game, but I am presenting a live stream. Yeah. Sounds like something nasty. Yeah, I suppose maybe it does sound a bit nasty, doesn't it? No, this is not nasty, this stuff. I really like it. So far, I've tried... Hang on a second, I need to count. I've tried 15 of their flavours. Not one of them I dislike yet. And of course, that's all subjective, isn't it? Right, let's get some more of these trains. Send them on the way. There we go. Right. So we've got 2 farms and another forest hooked up to this goods network. So hopefully we should see the amount of grain and livestock being delivered to this industry going up a little bit. It's a bit difficult to tell because the frequency is not really being put in. Yeah. You always find it hilarious that a transport tycoon would build a full-blown roof station with an elevated foundation in the middle of a forest for logging. Ah, you see, now we have a fix for that. Because we got the industry stations renewal. So if I tell all of these trains to skip their orders and wait a second, I can fix that. Yeah. Let's see. So we go to railway construction, stations. Then we go to ISR stations. This is a log loading station. So we could have a look at the wood loading station. And then we can just update it to a wood loading station. And we'll get wood on there. And we can do raw materials and actually increase this. What do you mean flat round required? Oh, okay, flat round probably required. We can increase the size of the station and allow the logs to actually, the commodities to be shown. So I like the British station set for the towns. I think they're a little bit better, but for the industries, ISR definitely. Yes. Right. What's next? Oh, hang on a minute. You asked because ChatGPT. Yeah, don't trust that ChatGPT for well, anything, but especially stuff that's niche, right? If there are trains waiting in the front of the station, waiting for full load, it drops the rating of the station, so the production gets down. No, that's wrong. Right, so the rating of the station is governed by a few different things. In fact, I think it's the exact opposite of what you've just said. So yeah. Right then, let's take a break from updating this industry chain with extra industries. Let's go over and we will check out and see how. Yeah, let's go with Carl first. Where are you? You're down here. Right. How's it going?
It's going well. So my train is making a lot of money, but it's still not full yet. So now I'm working on building up the bus transfer service to get more passengers to the station. But it's doing impressively well. I didn't actually expect it to do so well.
I have noticed, though, I'm just looking here, it doesn't appear to get up to full speed by the time it reaches its destination.
Yeah, I noticed that. I'm considering adding a second engine just to make it go full speed and get a little bit extra income.
Yeah, because it went up to I think about 130 kilometers an hour, and its max speed is 168. Now I'm not sure if the carriages are going to slow it down. I'm not sure.
No, the carriages are 168. So.
Yeah, you've got a restaurant car in there, which is brilliant. That reduces the. In fact, that takes away the costs of the passenger carriages, if I remember correctly. But yeah, you're doing your transfer service now, which is really good. Okay. And Stevie D, what have you been up to? Do you have like a sign on the sign list for me to check out?
I don't, but I've got a station at Foofingford Woods. I can put a sign there because I know that's going to be easier than trying to sign anything on there.
Let's have a look in the sign list. Yes. When you start looking into those station sheriffs that have single-sided platforms, yes, I do need to look into some more station giraffes and stuff as well. Right, what's your sign called?
Sign is Stevie D's Factory.
Oh, these aren't in alphabetical order. That's weird. Why? Or are they? No, they're not. What's wrong with my sign list?
It's in alphabetical order from add platform. Maybe the first one's got a space at the start or something.
Oh, maybe. Let's have a look. No, it hasn't. Huh. Did we just find a bug? I hope not. Right, let's see. Stevie D's factory. Okay, here we go. So, you've got a factory, and there's also an oil refinery right here. And you have, it looks like you're bringing in, by the station that you're using, like maybe, oh yeah, farm supplies. And you've got some double depots. Oh, are they forced? Yes, okay. And you've got a junction here where the lines cross, so I'll have to dock your pay for that one. But
yeah, then 4 trains on the whole network at the moment.
Well,
but if it starts to get easy, then I'll upgrade it.
Yep. And then you've got your station down here. Oh, this is one of those stations where hang on a minute, something's going on. My live will end. We've detected inactivity during your live. What do you mean inactivity? Complete verification? TikTok, what are you playing at? I'm not inactive. What? The TikTok thought I was inactive and it like disrupted me in a live stream to do a capture to make sure I'm still there. How ridiculous is that? Oh, well, never mind. I see you're using the station design where the trains come in the middle and they can choose any of the platforms, but they prefer the outside platforms, and then they take they take either of the outside ones out. That I really like this design. It's a good one for me. Yeah. Maybe it means chat activity? Maybe. I'm not sure. I like that. So you've got one in there, and then presumably one down here. Yep, there you go. So you got a couple of new stations in. And then you got Stevie D's factory, of course. And are you going to get anything into that oil place? And are you going to take the goods anywhere? I suppose that's the important thing. Like,
yeah,
you're going to be
next step is taking the goods out, and then I can have a look at the oil after that.
Okie dokie. Now, where would you take those goods? That's the question.
And there's some pretty big cities nearby.
Yes, there are. I mean, the size of the city doesn't matter too much as long as it accepts it, right?
Yep.
That's what you get for using TikTok. Yeah, I guess. Oh my goodness, there's an iron ore thing here with 2,000 tons of iron ore just sat here waiting. Oh, I need to fix that. Let's clone these trains. Let's put another 2 trains in. In fact, before I do too much else, I need to probably just have a look at the station list and just go total waiting cargo. And I would say probably except passengers and mail, like everything else apart from that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of stuff. Let's see if we can do some fixing on that before we move on to the next part. There we go, put that just behind me. So apparently, over here, there are too many goods. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised because I've been adding extra things. And this is part of a shorter bi-directional route. These trains do originate from here. Now, this one just drops off. The other one is bi-directional. So I think I just need to throw more trains at it. Because they are coming through and loading. There's no problem there. It's just we need more trains. Okay. And then over here at goods out, that's impossible to fix. We got too much wood. Too much wood down here. Well, we can just clone the wood ships. There we go. Let's get a few extra wood ships going. That's 580 ships. Yeah. That forced depot is definitely a bottleneck. I don't think we had a forced depot there. Let's have another look. Let's see. Nope, we've got optional depots there and there. There's no forced depot. There's just optional depots on the way in. So I didn't see, unless you mean somewhere else. You could transfer some goods. Could do. We could get some goods out of there. Yeah, so I've added more trains here. Now, this farm here apparently is overflowing. There is a transfer service from another farm, but why? Why is it overflowing? All these trains on this line are just snaking along ever so slowly. Why are they snaking along ever so slowly? Let's see here. So they're all coming in. Yeah. I think these depots at the station might be causing a slowdown. Yeah, because then the trains are going in the depot slowly and out the depot slowly, and that's causing trains not to be able to flow into the station very easily. Although, I might be a little bit mistaken. Oh god, I can't see the aircraft. There it is. Aircraft not available to buy. Never mind. That one's just going to be out of commission. So this line is going up. And it is going around there. Oh my, on the exit they're sharing junctions? Ooh. Why are they sharing that junction? That doesn't make any sense. Surely trains coming from one line wants to stay on that line. So this one's a terminus where they're dropping off and coming back. But I think... I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to watch this junction for a minute. But I think every single train coming from this line is heading out on that line. And every single train coming from this line under the bridges is going out on that line. In which case, you just want two lines turning corners next to each other, not crossing over. So let's have a little look here. So that one's going that way as predicted. Now this one should go that way as predicted. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to put an extra little bit here and do that, right? And then what I'll do is I'll put a signals down there and I'll put backwards signals here to try and discourage trains from going down here. It's a pathing penalty, right? And I think that might help fix it. So the next train that comes should use the outside track and just flow straight down. Although there isn't one coming yet, so we'll see about that. And also getting rid of these depots. Let's get rid of these depots. Don't want depots that close to a station. It's just going to slow things down. Yeah, there we go. The train went around the outside. Train's going around the outside again. That's flowing there. Yes, that's fixed. That's fixed. And then we can bring a signal in here. That should help with the flow a lot. Well, isn't that an interesting station? I know. You've got a 3-track road with a 2-track terminus with another 2-track terminus. Your inner engineer is getting grumpy. Well, I think I've put a workaround in for that junction now, so that should help. Oh, we got a brand new counter. Oh no, I don't think that's brand new. Yeah, here though we've got on the track depots, which we're not using them. So what we'll do is we will get rid of this depot. We'll get rid of this piece of track here. We'll connect that up and make sure we put a signal before those two trains crash. That was close. That was going to be a train crash, folks. That was going to be a train crash. There we go. I'm almost certain. Right, and then I will fix the... I'll fix it by putting some off-the-line depots. One-way signals? Yeah, I've switched back to one-way signals now, don't worry. Job's a good one. So, tunnel. Line off here. These trains are about length 6 or 7. I said it. I try not to say it. There we go. Oh, nope. There we go. We'll just fix it with some improved depots, and hopefully that will... That's 2 problems at the same station resolved. So there was a bit of a funny junction, and there was a bit of a poor depots. So there we go. I did say it now. Didn't mean to. Right then, folks. We had a request earlier in the day, so we'll get back and have a look and see how our guests are getting on soon. But where is it? I just want to double check something. It was in the Viewer Plus channel. There it is. Right. So, one of our members of the community, they've shared with us that they are having a transplant today. Okay, so we are going to name a train for them, and wish them well. So I'm just going to go down the list and find the first train that hasn't got a name already. I think it's this one. There we go, Train 16. So we're going to rename Train 16 for them. And they wanted to call it Kidney Transplant. So we'll do that. There we are. There we are. So little kidney transplants going along, and hopefully all is going well for our community member. By the way, if you want to know where they shared that, they shared it in the Viewer Plus channel. New Viewer Plus subscriber. Fantastic. Zagblob, thank you very much for being a Viewer Plus subscriber. 65 months. There we go. Game's just saving. And we've got 10 billion in the bank account. Who's spending my money? Well, let's go and have a word now. Who should we pick on next? Kyle. We'll go have a word with Kyle. How are things going for you?
Good. So I did replace one of the passenger cars with a extra engine, so now that actually upped the profits by about like 30%. So that's helping, and then I'm just adding in more bus stations and transfer services to help grow these towns and make even more money, and then I'll add another train once this one ends up being full more often. So I'm just focusing on this. And then I bought some land in the bigger city for a later, larger station near a farm as part of to be able to make new services. So I reserved some land so that we can get a station out of here at some point to bring more stuff in, because there's also an oil field right here next to it. So I'm just trying to plan ahead and then just grow these for fun.
Nice. Very good, thank you. I see you've also got a little bit of land there ready for when you want to expand the station as well. There we are. Yes, 65 months, that's a good amount of time, isn't it? You know what? Something we haven't looked at in a little while is the Viewer Plus table. I'm going to have a quick look at that. So if you go out to the website, if you go over to the portal, portal.masterhellish.net, if you log into the portal and you just use your Master Hellish website account, right? If you haven't got an account on the website, it's free and easy to set up. Then you go over to the portal, and there is a charts button in the top menu, and it tells you the all-time top Viewer Plus subscribers. And at the moment, Guaib and Nudja are both neck and neck at the top, with Brandon 1 month behind at 108 months. Now, all 3 of them are lifetime members, so they're not going to change positions unless one of them gets an extra month. So if Brandon, for some reason, purchased 2 extra months, they would be top of the charts. And I can see we've also got like DJ Eggs in the list there, and Jackamak, your lifetime as well. And thank you very much to everybody who's Viewer Plus, because for those of you who don't know, I'm on a journey trying to go from hobbyist to full-time content creating, and it's difficult to say and hard to put a number on, but I put a number on it recently. About 75% of the way there. And without the Viewer Plus, it would have been impossible. I'd have had to have given up almost straight away. The difference that the Viewer Plus support makes just makes up the bit between being able to try and not being able to try. So I am here doing this full time for you guys because of the Viewer Plus subscribers. So just a massive, massive thank you to all 150 of you and anybody who's supported the channel over the course of the last, apparently 13 years now. Jeez. Right then, Stevie D. Let's check in on you and see how things are going. I can't remember where your factory was. I'm going to try and find it. Found it. There we go. So I can see that you've been expanding. You've got a output now for your factory. And you... Oh, is that an input and an output? Oh, yeah. So you're bringing in...
Yeah, there's a farm up near the city, so it can be a two-way line.
Ah. Are you going to use a waypoint to filter them between the two? Ah, well, we'll leave you to it.
Livestock and half is goods.
Yeah, we'll leave you to it, and we'll come back and we'll observe that a little later on. Here we go. We've got way too much steel at this particular place. Not enough trains to deal with it. By the looks of it, there's no backlog or anything like that. So let's just clone the existing train a few more times and throw them onto the track. Yes, they look fine. And we've got loads of iron ore here that needs shifting. Now this section of track, I believe... Yeah, this is narrow gauge railway. Because we're playing with a few different mods, we've got narrow gauge and metro on the world. This is part of the narrow gauge that's coming in and doing a transfer with the bigger trains. And I'm not sure which line's which. It's hard to tell because narrow gauges. At this resolution, there's not a lot of difference between the two lines. If I zoom in, look at this. There we go. They're the two different tracks. Can you tell the difference easily? Yes. You're wondering what the average age of the viewers is? I mean, I don't get an average statistic, but I do get a banded statistic, which I could share, I think. Let's how do I get out of this? There we go. Where is yeah, so if I go to my YouTubes and I go... Oh no, there's a Bluey DLC for Minecraft. I mean, I don't mind Bluey. I mean, I like Bluey and I like Minecraft, but we didn't need that. We didn't need that. So if I go to my analytics, I'll see if I... You know what? I'll just put it in the Discord, right? Go to discord.masterhellish.net to take part in all different things that are going on, including the general chat where I'm going to post this now when I find it. So, audience and ages. Here we go. Audience, age, brackets, and paste. There you are. Take a look at that graph over in the Discord. Minecraft has DLC now. It's all Bedrock stuff. I'd ignore it if I was you and just play Java. Right, so we need to get all the stuff out of here. These ones are moving iron ore in. So we need new trains on the ones that are going out. So which one's out? I think it's these 23 trains here. Yeah, it is. So let's make that 30 trains. That might help. Yes. I'm so old. I did play Transport Tycoon as the original. I think a lot of people can say that. Yes. Are those 23 trains stuck elsewhere? No, they're just going down this great big long line. They're just doing their journey. It's a long line, so it takes a long time for them to get there and a long time for them to get back. See, this is where they're going to. Yes. Right. What we got? Let's check a few different things. We've got way too much wood over here. Well, we can fix that with our ships. So we're going to just clone this ship that's coming in. And we've got way too many goods over here. Now, I can't remember for sure, but I think Kevin DeB put this station in. So we need to have a look. Where's the nearest... There's the nearest depot. And if we just clone a few of those trains... I think that'll do the job. Wow, if I just keep going at... Oh, wow, there's... That coal mine's doing 1,000 tons of coal. That's quite a lot. Let's clone one of the... How many ships are going there? 4. It must be quite a long distance that they're travelling. Let's get one more. There we go. 5 ships in that group. what was I going to look at? Oh, industries. Yeah, let's have a look at the industry list. So we've got 3,348 industries on the map, which is terribly exciting, right? Let's sort by production. Whoa. Okay, this sawmill's production was 7,880 odd. And we only transported 44% of the goods. Oh, it's because it's this station here. Yeah. I can't think of a way we can improve this. I think it is just so many trains on the line that there's not much we can do. I think if we get faster trains, better acceleration, that might be possible to help with, but without adding another line, we can't make that station better. I think it's time to just dock it out, right? We get some ships and we just take it down here to help out. Yep, let's do that. Waterways construction. We'll put a dock over here. And then we need a dock close to this station. How big's that station? Okay, so... Oh, hang on a minute. Is that an extra goods outline? Nope, that's more farm supplies. Brilliant. How big's the station? It's already 13 in length. Oh, so I'm going to have to build like a dock over here. Which means these trains are going to have like a bridge. But build a canal between the two stations? I'm going to build a bit of something. I'm going to come down here. And I'm going to do this. We'll pop the bridge in. There we go. There we are. Oops. Bridge. And connect it back up. So that water will go down here. We can then put our dock in, and we'll just ship some out, right? They'll be fine. Yes. Used to play the UK scenario. Oh yeah, I remember looking at that and thinking, wow, that's a lot. There's a lot to take in there. So, hang on. What? So then the problem is too long trains for the production at that point? No. No. If you're looking at industries, you want to just have big long trains, full loading as much as possible. You want one train sat there all times. If there's a train moving out and there isn't a train sat there ready to load, you probably need more trains, right? Trams are more effective and cheaper. I disagree. I disagree very much so. Well, whilst we're waiting for this water to populate, let's check back in. Let's check back in, eh? Who are we going to check in with? Let's check in with Kyle. Let's see here. So we don't have an expansion of this line anymore. Is it just one train going backwards and forwards still?
Yes. Yeah, because also my game crashed and I am reconnecting right now. So...
Okay, fair enough.
It was running horribly slow, so I was having issues.
If we have a look at the ratings are actually good, 61%. I think it could probably be better if you added another train. So
I'll probably do that.
Yeah, get another train in there. And also... hang on a second. Yeah, that was it. Statues of company owner. Oh, have you done that one? You done the statue? Oh, yeah. Statues of company owner. Statue of company owner. Fantastic. Now the question is, did Stevie D think of that?
Not yet.
So,
You got me.
We got him. Statues of Company Aina needs to be in there. Now the question is that station part of the same?
Yep, all one station.
Okay, right. So you've got a label there, and I thought it was part of the station. I'm going to use the version 15 feature to move it slightly, so it's not over the station, and I don't confuse it with the station labels. Isn't that a cool feature, everybody? Yes. Statues, yep, we need the statues. We're not changing the polarity of the lines. We'll leave it. It's fine. Right, what's going on over here? Apparently, this particular farm has got too many things loading, so I'll throw some more trains at it. The steel over here still needs more trains, so we'll put more trains on that line as well. This coal dock, see, one of the things is, right, if you've got something where not enough stuff's been shifted, your ratings aren't great. So for this coal station, for this dock picking up this coal, it's medium, 39%, right? But, or mediocre, mediocre, right? But if you add more vehicles, the ratings go up. And if the ratings go up, you get more produce from the industry, which means you then need more vehicles. So sometimes you try and make things better, and you do make it better, but it doesn't look like it's getting any better. Right, what's going on here? We have an almost complete gridlock of trains. Why? I think it is just Factorio time with these trains. Yep, it is. The trains just can't get in and out quick enough. It is, there's just not enough room for loading and unloading down here. Oof. It's just dropping off at the sawmill. Can we make that station any bigger? I think so. We'll make the station bigger and try and sort it out. Not enough room, plus the depot slowing things down. I'll have a look at the depot in a minute. Let's get a platform in. Station platform. Let's use this one. Oh, hang on a minute. What's this? Right. There we go. Right, so we've got an extra platform there now. We've got optional off the line depots there. That should be fine, actually. Those signals look all right there. These, the trains carrying on seems to be... Yeah, these bridges are slowing things down a little bit. It's hard to see everything that's going on here. Yeah, I'm not sure those depots are slowing it down. I think it is just the depots over here are slowing things down, right? With trains flowing in and out of that exit. I don't think we need them. We're going to get rid of that depot. Right, let's get my dock in. I'm multitasking. I'm task switching. So we're going to get ourselves a new ship. We're going to clone the existing cargo ships that we're using down here. These ones. Except we're going to give them new orders. We're going to say, go here, load. Go there, and on the way back... You know what? I want to go to a depot on the way back, so I'm going to just put it in the water. And at that depot, so... yeah, at that depot, we're going to tell them to unbunch. That's the 600th ship. More than double the normal amount of ships you would get in a game of OpenTTD. That is crazy. Right. Let's get rid of this depot now. Trains in the way, trains in the way. There we go. Right. So now we've got rid of the depots at the station and put an extra platform in. That should help with the flow around here a little bit. Check your wagon upgrades. We did do that earlier on in the stream, so I think we might be alright. You didn't reconnect the other line? Oh, didn't I? I think I've done everything okay. I think we're alright. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure we're okay. I'm pretty sure we're okay. Right. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Okay. I think we're good. How are the goods trains to the HQ doing? I didn't know we had goods trains going to the HQ. The headquarters is somewhere in the middle of here, I think. Oh, there. They are making about 4.6 million every period. They're doing really well. Oh, those goods trains. Oh, Kevin DeB, I don't think you was here earlier. I increased the number of goods trains on that line, I think. Just checking now. Yes, I did. Because this place is overflowing with goods, and the line is perfectly fine. Just needs more trains. So there we are. We'll just throw some more trains at it. We've still got a lot of iron ore to pick up here. So we will add some more trains onto that line. This place is overflowing with wood. So we will clone the ships. This place is overflowing with wood. I have no idea where that one's going. The trains seem to be... Oh, no, it's that line. Ugh. Oh, no, wait, hang on. No, that's different. Oh, no, that'll be fine. We can get more on that one. We can get more on that one. So let's clone these ones. Just need to check. We've got a merge here where things are slowing down a little bit. But that's just because we've got loads of trains, right? That's okay. It might just be that they're breaking down a little bit. Time to double up the line? I think it might be. Maybe that's something we could have a look at next time. I have noticed, though, that this steel place is struggling. We need more ships. We've only got 40. We need more than 40. We need at least 50. Let's have a look at the cargo graph. That's an interesting one to do, right? So you can see for the steel, you can see that the amount being produced and the amount being transported. Let me just get this graph here. So the amount being produced is this top line that's flashing there. And you can see the amount being transported. We're a bit below it. We need more ships to try and sort that out. We definitely need more ships. Only 40 ships? Yeah, I know, right? It's now 50 ships. This place still has too much coal. It's that same thing again, where the better we do at shifting the coal, the more the coal mine gives us. So let's clone one of these existing... In fact, we'll do 2 ships there. Too much wood down here. Well, let's clone that. Let's make it 55 ships. My goodness, this... Ah, right, here we go. Stevie D's causing problems.
What have I done now?
No, it's not. I just noticed on the station list, one of your stations has a lot of cargo waiting. But presumably, you haven't fully maximised the amount of vehicles you've got going down there just yet, right?
Which one's that, then?
So this is at Stevie D's factory. You've got a lot of goods filling up.
Oh, yeah. Got another couple of trains on. Easy.
Yep. It's a relatively new route. And now we can come here and see, look, you've got goods out and farm in waypoints. This is one way you can use waypoints, right? And that way you're sending particular trains to particular platforms. Now, I correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there's actually no point in doing that, right? There's no like benefit in terms of profit, right?
There's no benefit in terms of profit, but what it means is that if you have a load of goods trains sat there waiting to load, they're not going to be blocking all the platforms, meaning your farm stuff can't come in.
Yeah, that's a very important thing. And usually, like, if your tracks are completely separated, it's so you have got dedicated platforms for one thing and dedicated platforms for the other, and the tracks don't cross, that's not a problem. Also, if you use separate stations for things coming into your factory and things coming out of your factory, that's not a problem. But here, you've got one station where the trains are sharing tracks and the platforms. You are definitely very correct. This is something that people sometimes fall foul on. And what you'll do is you'll have a station full of goods trains waiting to load up, and then a load of like farm supplies and steel sat outside trying to get into the station, and they can't because all the goods trains are in the way. So this is an important thing to do. So well, yeah, you definitely hit the nail on the head there. And you have got a relatively long line with depots, more line, and this one, so it splits off. So you've got a divergence there, and it goes round and into a farm. And the other one continues on, presumably to a town. Yep, there we go. Absolutely fantastic. Hey, Master Hellish, finally been able to start playing OpenTTD due to your beginner's tutorial. Your video on train lines and signals was very helpful. Well, thank you very much. I actually have some new videos planned about signals and railways. Essentially what I'm doing is taking the older ones and I'm kind of improving them, filling them in, updating them. And I think there's going to be a collection of maybe it's either 4 or 5 videos that as a whole kind of cover all of the signaling in OpenTTD, right? So one of the videos is kind of beginner railways. That one I haven't done yet. It tells you the very basics, right? Then you've got I think 2 videos about intermediate railways. So one of them tells you like, oh, okay, so you can start doing like these sorts of junctions and stuff. I can't remember. I've got it written down what I'm planning on doing. And then there's one video about signals around stations, and there's one video about signals around junctions. Those 2 videos are actually already done because the original videos didn't cover that very well at all. So I made those 2 dedicated videos early last year, I think it was. So those 2 are up to date and done. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to go back and redo the others. But that playlist, tutorial playlist, is always being updated. Sometimes put in a different order, titles being renamed, sometimes whole videos being replaced. So there we go. Question here, how does a forced depot prevent clogging when there is a shared import and export with more export trains than there are platforms? I think that's where you'd need to use your waypoints, right? Is the timetables feature among it? You struggle with that. I just don't use timetables. I don't see any real practical use for timetables. Right, what we got going on here? We have a slowdown because trains aren't able to get off the main line in through here and back out again quick enough. Okay, fair enough. And I think the reason why they can't get out quick enough is because the main line seems to be clogged. Oh, it's this one again. Right, so I made improvements down here, but the improvements just weren't enough. So why? Looks like the trains are flowing okay. They seem to be flowing okay into the station. Maybe a train just broke down? Do we need another platform? Maybe we do. Or is it these bridges slowing them down? See, the train's having to stop before the bridge. I think yeah, okay, so the bridges here are causing some of the slowdown. I could put a tunnel there, but could potentially make it a little worse. Can we fix the missing track at London? Town directory. London. I mean, there's no track at London. Or is it somewhere near... Oh, we mean like London Docks or something? Do you mean around here? That one's okay. That one's okay. I don't see any problems with that. Yeah, use tunnels at the station. It was right there! Right here? People think tunnels under station. Under the station you expanded earlier. Oh, these ones! There we go. I was looking at the station entrance. There we go. Oh, hang on. Is that... That is not standard railway either. That's narrow gauge, which makes it even more fun.
Fantastic!
Oh, you can't upgrade the narrow gauge. Brilliant. Right, that's fine. It's fine. I'll fix it. There we go. Oh, yeah, you were saying, like, missing track. And I was like, well, is it around the... Is it the bits that I blew up around here? I was like, no, I've placed that back in. Is it around the junction of the station? No, there we go. Trains along in the station? No, these ones aren't. Those ones might be. I don't know. We'll have a look at that. Huzzah! I found it. I know, right? I fell asleep. Still no tunnels? Right, we got the tunnels now. Right. Okay. Chat's been shouting at me about tunnels. Let's go back. Oh, where were we? Not sure. But we need more ships. 4,000 tons of wood. Right. I'm going to make that 70 ships just for that one route. Oh. Kevin DeBee's goods station needs more trains. There we are. Oh dear. Was that a mess up or a fix? I'd say a messing up. Oh, who's been bribing? You've been caught. You've been caught.
Oh, well. I was expanding the road network between these towns, and then they got mad at me, so I couldn't actually build a station to take advantage of it.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, you've been caught, and jobs are good on that now. But I'm sure it'll be fine though, right? Okay. Wow.
Yeah, everything's fine.
Ah, right, here we go. So there's this line again that's causing problems. So I'm not sure what to do here. So I'm going to get rid of these two bridges. And this bridge. In fact, these lines, they just seem to unnecessarily cross each other. So let's see if I can fix that first. Alright, let's get rid of that. Why are you turning around? Oh, I'm still building a narrow gauge. Silly narrow gauge. No, there we go. Right, let's get rid of that train. So there is, I think, no reason at all for these lines to cross over each other, but they just do. So I'm going to get rid of that. Yeah. I don't know who built this previously, but it's special. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right, let's get a temporary line in there. There we go. Right, that's that bit done. Now these two do need to swap over because the polarity is the wrong way around. But I could actually just change the polarity of the train station. And that would probably fix everything. I just hope we don't get a train crash. I tell you what. I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to stop all of the trains except that one. I'm going to turn it round. There we go. I know, Hellish being sensible, eh, with his trains. We did have one live stream where I think 3 train crashes in a row. It's not good. So then I'll turn this train round and unstop it. Come on, train, turn around again. And then I'll turn that signal round, and this signal round, this signal, and this signal. And I'll put a signal there. I'll unstop that train. There we go. So I've changed the polarity of this train station and uncrossed the tracks over here. And also I can make this diagonal better, right? Thank you. Did I hit the mute button in time for the viewers on the live stream? I think I did. And then I think that should just work better because they're not crossing over. Yeah, thank you. Job's a good one. And I think we could probably make a further improvement, right? Because there is no reason for this to go forward out, turn right, come this way and turn left again. I think we could just do one massive diagonal here into the station. And that would just be better. There we go. We've got another person entering the game giveaway. There we go. So I have further improved things, I think. Alright, Kevin the B's got to get going. Alright, get some good sleep. We'll see you soon. Can it be that missing signals at the station? No, signals at the station are fine. Yes. Smoothest sneeze mute ever. I know, right? I think I've improved that so much that everything's going to be fine down here in a little while. I could be wrong. We need more trains down here. Let's do it. Add some more cargo trains in down there. Some goods trains. This coal mine. I think this is... Wow, this is part of Joke's original network. You can't get more trains in here. He hasn't left room for it. Unfortunately. I'm just trying to think if there's an easy fix for that. I don't think there is. Not without rebuilding it all. Might be time to look at whether we need to upgrade ships. Let's have a look. Wow, there's steel and iron ore and stuff all over the place. We need more ships here. We need more ships. I increased the number of ships up to 50 and it wasn't enough. We've still got over 1,000 tons of steel, but I think the ratings went up. Yeah, ratings are up to 65%. Let's have a look at the cargo graph. Yeah, that doesn't say much. Oh wow, no, look. Okay, so if you look on the graph, it was pretty pretty flat on the amount that was being transported. But then, over the last few periods, it's absolutely shot up. So we are doing much better at that now. Okay, what we got? We've got more goods there that need to go. This should improve with the flow of things down here. Is that one stopped? No, it is just loading and unloading. All right, okay. Yeah, need longer trains? Maybe. The problem is that a lot of the line, especially stuff around here, has been built for shorter trains. You just can't... There's nothing much you can do about it. The trains that are... this is it. We need a waiting bay, right? Oops. So I think what we should do is get all of these trains before they go to the station to go to a depot and wait in there. You think there's no statue? Let's go have a look. I just think the production's terrible for that point. So, this here is Frondingworth Docks, and this is Frondingworth. There is a statue. So, that's already sorted. We don't need to worry about that. Where's it gone? This one. Right. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to cut that off there. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a loading area in. I mean, a waiting area. So I'll do a waypoint and a double depot. And I'll say, go to the waypoint, then go to any depot. And that will allow trains to just kind of like pile up nicely. So I do need this train to get out of the way, which means this train needs to get out of the way, which means this train needs to get out of the way, which means this train needs to get out of the way, which means this train needs to get out of the way, which means this train... You get the problem I'm having here? Oh dear. Come on, move trains! Some of these platforms are actually long enough to have longer trains, but they're just not. Alright, double depot, get rid of that depot. And then orders on these trains. Before they come in here and full load, go to the waypoint. And then, after they waypoint, we're going to go to nearest depot. And that's just going to allow them just to kind of wait in the depot if there's not enough room in the station. And that will take them off the main line and unblock this. Which I think might be having some... Yeah, look. I fixed the station, and now the exit's full. So you fix one thing, and then you find the next bottleneck, which is here. I think we need a signal there as well. Yes. Right, so, in theory, the next train that comes down here... It should, instead of like waiting on the main line, it'll go to the depot and just wait in the depot. Turn off vehicle breakdowns. No, never. Oh. Yeah, there we go. That does appear to be working. Should the double depot be turned into a force one? You know what? You could do that and just not use the waypoint. Silly me. That would simplify it a little bit, wouldn't it? Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, are these not on shared orders? Oh my goodness. Hang on a second. Hang on. Sort this aircraft out. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 different groups here. So you know what? I'm not going to bother to change it. I'm just going to make it a force depot. I do need to find the ones that have the orders that I've just done though. No, delete that, delete that. There we go. So when this train gets out of the way, I'll get rid of the depot. They are using shared orders, but for some reason they're in 4 different groups. This bit did start flowing a little better. See, this is the problem that you get when you put your stations next to your junctions. There's no train length between the station and the junction, and there's nowhere for the trains to go if the station's busy. So look, this is all completely deadlocked almost now. If you added more trains in here, it would just fall to pieces. There we go. I'll make that a force depot and it'll now automatically work for all the trains. You can easily do the same with using pre-signals and not have to mess with any waypoints or orders. Yeah, I don't like using pre-signals because I can just take that piece of track away for the depot and it'll be fine. So now all of them will be filtering into the depots. They'll wait in the depot if they need to. And because they're waiting in the depot rather than waiting on the line, trains should be able to get down the main line better. If they can get down the main line better, they can filter through here better, and it'll all just start working better. Wow, this oil field just got loads of oil. Wow, there's 1 million litres of oil and 2 ships servicing it. And no ship depot either. There we go. Right, let's fix that then. Let's clone one of them. In fact, let's make it 4. There we go. Right then, Stevie D, how are things going?
Things are going all right. Got another couple of farms plugged into the network. Got a couple of oil fields, oil rigs in the lake nearby, hooked into the oil refinery, and chucking out hundreds of goods.
Okay, if we look at the cargo graph here, we can see that you are transporting a high percentage of those of the oil. You're using lots of little fast ships, which could be good.
Yeah, because it's only going a short way. I wouldn't normally do a line that short, but the factory's there, or the refinery's there taking goods, so it was easy to put them in.
Yeah. Got a few trains loading there. A little bit of unloading room. Okay. I mean, it's because of the length. Like you said, it's not going to be the most profitable of routes, is it? But it is going to, get those goods going up, and then it's the goods trains that's going to make even more money. Let's have a look here. So your goods trains so far, last period made 1.1 million down there, which is really good. And if we go and check in with our other guest, how are you doing on the other side of the world here? Let's have a look. Oh my goodness, you got road vehicles everywhere.
Yeah, and then I had to expand the stations, but I connected all the towns so that all 3 of these will be growing. There's 2 cities there, and I'm starting work on the south side of the railway line now.
What sort of orders have you got? Oh, okay. So you've done that trick where you get your orders and you kind of do 3 or 4 different sets of orders in the same set. So you've got one journey there, you got another journey there, you got another journey there, you got another journey there. So you got
each town has its own journey.
Yeah, so you got 4 different journeys that happen, and it just loops through all those different. This is my new favorite way of doing this. I kind of, I don't know if I invented it or, well, I thought of it myself, but I'm sure other people thought of it too, right? But I thought of this halfway through season 11, and I was just like, why make loads of separate orders when you can just get like one set of vehicles to do all of those groups of orders and then go back round again? It's essentially the same thing and probably quicker and easier, right?
Yeah, I learned it from watching season 11.
There you go. There you go. Oh my goodness, I've got too much wood. It's absolutely everywhere. We're getting close to 1,500 trains. It's ridiculous, the amount of vehicles in the game. Oh, there goes an aircraft. So we've got 1,424 trains. We've got 1,421 road vehicles, so almost identical. We've got 752 ships, and then 108 aircraft. I don't know why I'm looking there. You can see it easily in the company information screen. There we go. 11 billion in the bank account. And we've added 170,000 rail pieces across the world. I think that's pretty good going, everybody. Very good going. Fantastic. Right. Let's see. How are these lines doing? Ooh. You know what? It's not perfect, but that looks a little better at least. Do we need... yeah, we need another drop-off platform. Can I get one in there? Just as it is. Let's have a look. So if I put one in there... I think I should be able to just connect that up. There we go. We've gone up to 4 platforms there. I don't know if that would help. 11 billion in the bank and a company value of 11 billion means that all your vehicles and infrastructure is worth nothing. Yeah, if I remember correctly, the value of a vehicle is related to how old it is. And probably pretty much all of our vehicles are so old. But what you got to remember is, like, the price of a vehicle compared to 11 billion is a very small fraction, right? What does the company HQ look like? Where is it? It's in the middle of Network 3000. There it is. There's our company HQ. It's near a tram depot. So it's quite cool. Are those Zeppelins docked and not going anywhere? I think the Zeppelins are actually going somewhere. Yeah, look, there they are. They're still flying around the place, the Zeppelins. They're taking a little while to load. I don't actually see any of them moving around anywhere. I'm sure they are. Oh, there we go. There's one. Oh, it's going to the depot. They might be getting stuck going to the depot. Yeah, they probably just need to service like every 2 seconds, right? Because their reliability just drops down so quickly. 21%. 7. Oh, they are. They're just going between... Oh! I've never noticed that with an aircraft before. Huh. Their reliability is so terrible that by the time that they get to like pick up passengers, they need to go and service again. And it drops so quickly. Like, it starts at 39% reliability, and by the time it gets to the passenger port and back again, its reliability is down to 3, and it's stuck. It's just going backwards and forwards forever. You can add an order to go to the depot to prevent this behaviour. Yes, it would stop. It would stop them servicing randomly. It would make them only service when the order was put in, right? However, I'm going to investigate. Let's see. We've got the Zoop Zoop Zeppelin group. Most of them are stuck in a depot. And the other ones are going backwards and forwards. Can we replace them? No. There's no more Zeppelins yet. Now, from what I remember, there are some other ones in the Iron Horse pack. Bear with me a second. Let me try and find the website. Yeah, there it is. Okay, let me bring it up on stream. Nope, there we go. Yeah, so if I press this button, there we are. So this is Iron Horse. This is my lovely horse set. If we go... Oh, no, hang on a minute. Oh, I think I'm losing it. Iron Horse is for the trains, not for... Not for the vehicles. Okay, so we want the Aviate set. Oh, typing in the wrong place. What a nana. Oh, no. Right, can I find the... it's on the wiki. Let's have a look. The Aviator's aircraft set. Okay. I'm just trying to find any documentation. Oh, I think... No, it's just a coming soon page. Now we have Iron Bird. Well, we don't want that. No. Okay, in that case, I'm just looking... there's nothing on the website. Really, there should be something in the README files. So, let's go to new GRF settings. Aviate. Oh, it hasn't got a README? Come on, developers. Every project should have a README. Oh dear. If anybody can find anything, let me know, because I can't find it. These Zeppelins are actually just broken. I tell you what we'll do as because I think there are some more Zeppelins that come in later. Before we go to the airport, which airport's this? Yeah, we'll go to the hangar. And before we go to that airport, we'll go to that hangar. Now, forgive me, I can't remember who mentioned that in chat, but what that does is that it forces them to go to a hangar at a particular time rather than in the normal servicing. So there we go. You found a forum page for it? Well, I'm sure it's fine. Right then, folks. I need to get a drink of water because I have now run out of my other drink. So I'm going to get that drink, and when I come back, we'll carry on building, improving, fixing. And while I'm gone, do please leave a message in the chat with what you would like to see in the next part of the stream. And I'll leave you with some Be Right Back clips. I'll see you in 2 minutes. I have... Oh, this might be genius. Oh. I mean, it won't be, but, you know.
Could be.
That's why I said might be genius. I've never done this before, so let's see how it works. Canal. Oh, yes. Oh, now there's a bench. Just one. That's all we're having. We don't need any more than that. This room's a lot better now. Oh my goodness. What exploded there? Did the poker table just set on fire? Oh, a piece of electrical conduit. Oh, well, I hope yeah, here they are. The colonists have come to sort it out. Wow. You what?
Pretty sure we can't move the best one.
Why?
Because it looks like a thing for semi-truck.
Oh no!
Have you flipped it?
You know, honestly, I thought this field would have given us more wheat.
I'm trying to... I think... Oh! Train crash!
Oh. Hellish.
Don't worry, it was less than 200.
What? Doing?
I don't know. It's all going horribly wrong. Yeah, look, wood truck. How much wood could a wood truck if a wood truck can truck wood? Trucks everywhere, but if you come down here, there's trains everywhere. We've got steam train. Okay, folks, I'm back. Welcome, everybody. We're going to jump straight back into the OpenTTD-ness. very, very soon. I just want to make sure that everybody watching is aware of some cool things that are happening coming up, especially in OpenTTD news. We've got a game giveaway going at the moment. And now I can't remember what the game... No, the game giveaway is for a bundle. It's for the Settlers bundle on GOG. So go to portal.masterhellish to take part in that. We've got a community gaming night over on the Variety channel, so you can go over to my Discord and get involved with that. That's on Monday. And also we've got an OpenTTD event next Friday. We'll be doing Love Wars 2026. So that's going to be a fantastic little event. If you want to take part, you need to be on my Discord 15 minutes before the stream starts, okay? Otherwise, just come along to the stream, watch, and see all the shenanigans unfold throughout the evening. And in addition to that, tomorrow night... So tomorrow night, I will be doing some Theme Hospital Let's Play using Core6th. I'm going to be doing the final level. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. And I've also got a giveaway of Theme Hospital in that stream happening as well. I think that's all the important news. So let's jump back into the game. And let's say hello again to our guests. Hi, how are you two doing?
Doing well.
Doing well. Let's see. So you've got loads of bus stations absolutely everywhere, and you got your railway line going. Oh, how many trains? You got 2 trains on that line now. Oh, what are the ratings like? Now,
I actually have 3 now because the ratings went back down.
Yeah, I can see that now. I've just noticed you have 3 trains there, and I think they're trying their best, but they're not keeping up with the demand because of all your buses and stuff that's coming through, right?
Well, I only put the 3rd one on just now, so we'll see how that goes.
Okay. Well, we'll see how that goes if that last one's just been put on there. And let's have a look. Where's Stevie D's stuff gone? Well, we are over here. Then we go there. I'm not sure. I'm trying to zoom out as far as I can. Ah, here we go. I found your railway line. Let's see. How are we doing on the good? Oh my goodness. Your ratings are 88% outstanding for goods. That's not too shabby at all.
Thank you.
Well, how much cargo are you shifting there? Let's have a look. For just goods. Oh, look at that. The 2 lines are almost completely on top of each other. They're transported and delivered. And you know you've got enough there. Yes. Looks like SimCity. What does? Where? This? No, this isn't SimCity. I don't think it looks like SimCity. I have played some SimCity. Go check out my Trips Down Memory Lane live stream series. I've got a playlist for that. I do some SimCity 3000 in there. We need more trains over here. I'm determined. I'm determined to improve the entire network. We need more trains here as well. Wow. Just a situation where some places, it's not a matter of things need fixing. We just need more trains. Now, something I've noticed is that the demands have gone down here. What's going on? What's happening at this station? So the ratings for grain has shot up, and the amount of stuff waiting at the station has gone down. Oh, the trains are flowing, look. At least in this section of track, the trains are mostly just flowing. That's good. How about round this here? Yep, they're moving backwards and forwards quite nicely. Yeah, looks like we've got the odd platform available. They're using the depots as needed. More depots down here potentially too. I think... I don't think we need to sort out anything else around there. I think it is just working now. I mean, obviously this is a little bit wonky. How many trains are in the depot? That's a good one. Oh, 3. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. the problem wasn't that there was too many trains, really. The problem was that as they were waiting to get into the station, they were blocking up the main line, which was stopping them from getting out the main line. So, yes. Can you play Derail Valley? Let's have a quick look. If you've got suggestions, right, the best thing to do is go onto the Discord, go into the general forum, and log a post in the general forum using the idea tag. That's the best way. Because either I'll forget, or I'll never be able, or I'll miss the message altogether. But let's have a very quick look. Derail Valley. Let's have a look at it and see what we've got here. It's overwhelmingly positive. Oh, is this one of those first-person ones? Certainly looks like it. Drive massive trains. All right, okay. So I won't be looking at Derail Valley at the minute. The reason is, and I'm not sure I've announced this, I'm actually going to be starting a new series, a new live series in about 2 weeks' time. In 2 or 3 weeks' time. It's going to be on Monday nights, and I'm going to be doing some Train Sim World, right? So we're going to be having a look at that series. Now, we're also going to have a look at this retro counter because we've gone past the 42,500 mark. So I need to get into my list of numbers and find the number 5. Now, I know what the number 5 looks like. So there we go. I say that because I get mixed up between the 6s and the 9s, and there is a difference. But there's my 5. There we go. And let's get that put in there. There we are. Thank you very much, everybody. Oh dear. But yes, I'm going to be doing some Train Sim World. And the little kind of special thing about it is that I'm going to be doing it with a little bit of head tracking, and I've got an external control that I'm going to be using with a second camera. The 5's backwards? Nah, it's not. It's probably fine. I think it's alright. Oh dear. Right. Oh, we need more trains. Always need more trains. Oh, there's a whole bunch of new ships available. Was I going to look at doing something about that? I can't remember now. You know what? I think we might need to replace some of the ships. Oh, we need some more road vehicles. Okay. So how much? What's going on here? We've got about 1,000 tons of iron ore, and the ratings are only 65%. Wow. So look at the cargo graph for iron ore. Yeah, that's not great. Let's clone even more. How many were there in the first place? How many is at the mines? Oh, they're also all very old. Can they not be replaced? I think they're breaking down a lot. Let's have a quick look at this. The 5's backwards. I'm not so sure it is. Paulo B, welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for subscribing. That makes it 504 now that we're up to. Look, we can see here. Thank you very much. Alright. Trying to use timetables, but I don't know how to add the other vehicles to the timetable. Yeah, look at... I mean, I wouldn't bother with timetables, but if you check out my tutorial video, see if it helps. Now, let's have a look. I think these might need upgrading. So, all road vehicles, replace vehicles. Stop replacing some of these older ones. Right, where is the iron ore one? There's the iron ore truck. There's the new iron ore truck. It hasn't got very good reliability, but the speed's much better. Are these... The speed will help with the ratings, but I don't want them to be breaking down on 64% reliability. That's really quite bad. I don't think I'm going to do that. We'll leave that for a bit. Also, have we got a statue that... Why is my delete key not working? Have I got, like, shift or... I need to clean my keyboards. Are timetables new to Trunk? If you mean to OpenTTD? No, timetables have been in the game yonks. Ages. Donham. Oh, there is a statue of the company owner. There it is, behind that building, just hiding there. Okay, never mind. Oh my goodness, so much coal. There's so much stuff everywhere. This is kind of ridiculous. I bet these iron ore trains are making an absolute fortune, though. Yeah, look at that. Last period, they made over 4 million. What's their operating profit like now? I wish we could look further back on the operating profit, but there we go. Just getting back into OpenTTD after 10 years. You forgot there was no WASD? I mean, you can, it's just not WASD, it's arrow keys. You sure there was a mod? I mean, you could just remap your keys, maybe. Use your arrow keys, and you can hold shift and go quicker. If the reliability of not yet purchased truck increases, does the reliability of the already purchased ones also increase, if same model? Yes. The maximum reliability of a truck will be the maximum reliability no matter what. Like, it doesn't matter whether you have or haven't purchased it. You think Factorio ruined you? Ratings have gone to appalling. I'm not surprised. Aircraft just crashed. Yeah, we've done some Factorio before on the channel. We've also done Factorio in the community gaming nights, which has been good fun. These docks need more again? Oh dear. Right, there we are. You know what? I think one of the reasons why we keep needing more trains here is because of the improvements I did. This station here, the ratings are pretty good. I think we hate statue of the company owner required. I didn't do it here either. Oh, I should have done that ages ago. Now it's going to be even better. Thanks for your videos. Been nice to watch the tutorials and stuff to remember where things are despite playing. Yeah, it can be. I sometimes have to refresh my memory on some things. This network is getting ridiculous. Oh dear. Stevie D, how are you getting on? Let's have a look. What you been up to? So you got a whole bunch of trains coming in and out of this station, making various different amounts of money.
Yeah, I found another lake with some oil rigs, so I'm hooking those up to come into the oil refinery as well.
Yeah, I mean, your oil trains, even though they're going a really short distance, they are actually just about turning a profit, which is good. But you found some more oil.
Yep, head off to the left.
Oh, I see. Yep, you're picking up there. You've got a line that joins one of your farm lines and delivers over here. Yeah, okay. Looks good. I think...
But again, we've got some little ships doing transfers and a little bit of a station built out to one of the oil rigs.
Yeah, I think it's a good way of doing it. I like to do it like that as well. I do. Oof. Well, let's have a look. If I look at the delivered cargo graph, it's a bit difficult to see because it only goes back so many periods. But there has been an increase. We are making a difference. Slowly and surely. I just need to check something. Nope, that's okay. Right then. Trying to remember where things are comes with age. Yes, I'm not. I don't struggle with the name of my kids yet. Yet. Right, what we got here? We got a train station with trains entering a network, a busy network, and they're heading down. Oh, they're the ones going that way. I mean, apart from that train breaking down, they seem to be running fine. And we've got a similar sort of potential issue here. So what I'll do is I will add another depot in. And I'll put the depot the right way around. There we are. We've got more people entering the game giveaway for the Settlers bundle. Now, I'm sorry if I get it wrong, but off the top of my head, I think it's got Settlers... One of the original Settlers games, Settlers 2, 3, and 4. So definitely check that out. Oh, there's two different groups of trains going to this station. There you go. Put some more trains going in. Friend the Man says, I think these live streams are all about everyone else building new stuff and Hellish fixing things from previous streams and optimizing anything. Well, it wasn't like that to begin with. There is quite a lot of that happening now, partially because if I don't do it, you know, I wouldn't like to force new people to come along and then for them to have to fix other people's work, right? That's not why we invite people here, right? That reminds me, if you want to take part in one of these streams, or even just have a copy of the world to have a go yourself, there is a link in the stream. You can go and check that out. It's masterhellish.net/S12. I bought it 2 days ago as one of those games we had on the original CDs, and it had compatibility issues. That was GOG addressed. Yeah, you're talking about Settlers 2 there, aren't you? Or one of the Settlers games. Yeah, so if my memory serves me correct, so this week is Theme Hospital using Core 6TH on Friday. Next week we've got Love Wars on the Friday night. The week after that, I think we're going to go back to Command and Conquer for a couple of streams. But there is more Settlers in the works as well. So loads of good stuff. Get yourself subscribed. What are the subscribers at now? Oh, it went down by 1. Did it go down by 1? I don't know. Anyway. That happens sometimes, doesn't it? I think I need to fix this. There is just too much going on. This is Jokes Network. Right, what we're going to do is I'm going to turn this into a Ro-Ro. It's going to be not the nicest Ro-Ro in the world. But I'll do it so it'll work. Okay, so there's the exit. Once the train gets out the way, I'll fix the... Oh god, they're all slowing down. I might need to make some other train changes here. Yes. We've got some really good giveaways coming up, actually. I did tell the Viewer Plus subscribers what it was in the Discord. If you are a Viewer Plus subscriber and you're not in the Viewer Plus Discord, get yourself over there, poke a moderator using the appropriate tag, and just get yourself sorted out with the Viewer Plus stuff. What was it? I can't remember now. Hang on, I've got another screen where I can check this. Where is it? Where's the portal? There's the portal. So upcoming giveaways. So this month we've got a giveaway for Settlers, right? Then tomorrow night is a giveaway for Theme Hospital. In the coming months, we've got a Roller Coaster Tycoon bundle, a SimCity bundle, a Populous bundle, and a Cannon Fodder bundle. No, the Cannon Fodder's not a bundle. That's just Cannon Fodder. We'll do a giveaway for that when I try Cannon Fodder 2. So there's some really good giveaways coming up. Right, there we go. So we'll get a signal in here. Actually, we'll remove those. I'll put a signal in here, and I'll put a depot in there. And it's difficult to see the signals because they're the old type. I think that's going to be okay. So I'll clone the train. I think there's 3 trains going to that station now. Yeah. I think it's safe to have... Do we force the depot? I could force the depot just to keep it safe. Yeah, I'm going to force the depot. There we are. 4 trains. Can I have your NIMBY railcode if you're not using it anymore? It doesn't work like that, does it? You can't pass on games like that, unfortunately. Right, this bit here, that should be longer. So let's fix that. There we go. And yeah, that looks to be okay. So I think we just need more trains. This one's fine because it's a terminus and there's a line behind it. It doesn't matter if a few trains stack up. So let's get another depot in there. And we'll clone them. Get more trains. We might need to improve this. Oh, there's so much. This is a very wiggly train network joke. Yeah. Wouldn't it be better to get rid of the depot to make it going into the station neater? Yes, except for the fact that if the trains are queued up waiting at to get into the station, they're probably going to block this lineup, and I don't want them to block this lineup. I'm making them go into the depot on purpose. Yeah. Yeah. Which Command and Conquer CNC are you playing? Tiberian Sun, sorry. Command and Conquer Tiberian Sun. That's the one we're doing at the moment. If you want to go and see me do the missions up so far, look on my YouTube channel and have a look at the Trips Down Memory Lane playlist. It's in there. Yeah, some of these signals are a little far apart, which makes it difficult. I'm not sure the flow around here is great. Just trying to think. There's a lot of trains waiting to leave, right? They can flow into these stations, not too bad. But they're all just waiting to get out of there. And what you've got is you've got a merge of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different coal lines. All coming down into one piece of track. I mean, it's flowing. It is flowing. It's just... There's a good bit of waiting, right? Not great, not terrible. Yeah. Wizard Brandon says, I like OpenRA. Well, what you got to remember is that RA is not Tiberian Sun. 2 different games, right? Missing a straight piece before the station. Oh, here? That's on purpose. I want to force them to go into the depot and back out again. Right. We need more ships down here. There we go. And we've got way too much iron ore over here. I'm not sure what these depots are. Are the vehicles not available to clone? Oh no, we need to start upgrading vehicles again. I might have to do some of that at the beginning of next time. Let's check in on our guests. Now, you'll have to forgive me. I've forgotten again. And no, I've gone. You're gonna have to remind me.
It's Kyle.
Sorry?
Anyway, Kyle.
Kyle, that was it. Kyle. The thing is that if I have to remember something like that, usually what I tend to do is I remember it in relation to another person I know with that name, and that link helps me. with the initial learning. But I don't think I actually know a Kyle. It's a kind of name. It's a kind of name that I should know. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of Kyles in the UK where I live, but I don't think I know any Kyles.
Yeah, no.
From South Park. There we go.
Monster.
Thanks, DJ. You're now Kyle from South Park. Oh dear. Right. Well, how's your network coming along?
So it's good. The stations have good ratings, and then I ticked off the towns because I kept building the wrong thing and having to destroy it and then rebuild it, and then they got more and more mad. So I ended up going a little bit into that corner of the map and building a shipping line for oil, because there's 3 oil refineries right there.
Yep. You got some oil coming in. Now the question is, are you going to do anything with the goods?
I don't know if I'll have time today, but ideally I would like to, because I could take that into the other town.
Where could you take the goods to? I'm not sure why, but when I click on the news, it brings up 2 viewports instead of 1. There we are. Never mind. I'm not sure where we'd... I mean, you could go down the coast to Bendworth. That seems like a potentially logical option.
Yeah, Benworth and Brentford.
Yeah, you could go down there to deliver it. Or if you wanted to, you could go a little bit further. But then you're starting to encroach on, like, other oil rigginess.
Yeah.
DGA's like a bug? Yeah. So basically, when a newspaper pops up like this, you can click on it and it will send you to the place. But if you control click, instead of sending you there, it brings up a viewport. But for some reason, it's bringing up 2 viewports instead of 1. And it looks like they're focused. One's focused on the airport and one's focused on the aircraft, right? And in my book, it shouldn't do that. It should just do one or the other, right? So I can't remember. Let's have a look at the message history. So if we have a look, like road vehicle has too few orders. You can't do that sort of pop-up. New factory under construction. If I click that, it brings up 1 viewport. That's fine. That one works. Coal production. That works. There's a lot of production changes in this list. Cool. There's a lot of productions. Sawmill going to close. That's the wrong one already. But if we can find something different... Oh my goodness, there's just so much of the same thing. What we want is like... Oh, there's a subsidy expired. Don't know if that'll do it. Yeah. Right, so a subsidy expired will bring up 2 viewports. One for the town and one for the other town. Now that one... I think probably is the right thing to do. But I don't think it should do it for aircraft crashes. I think the news article is about the aircraft, not about the airport, and it should just take you to 1. Maybe that's just my opinion. Maybe you don't think it's a bug. Just shout out in the chat yes or no now if you think it's a bug or not. Okay, have we looked at everything you were working on there, Kyle?
Yep, that's pretty much it.
Nice.
And working slow.
Yeah, but efficiently as well. You've made, you know, you've covered all your bases. You've got all the transfer services in. You've got them nicely spread out across the city. I think if we look at that one there, you know, you've got one coverage, then you've got a block gap, and then you've got a coverage at the next one. You got mail and passengers going around there, dropping off. You got a nice station where they're not clogging up, dropping them off there, and the ratings are above 80, which is usually quite good. And then you got something, something very similar happening at the other end. So that's really good. You've obviously got your depots there. The trains are whizzing up and down with good reliability. You've got 2 engines on the trains to make sure that they're accelerating nice and quick. You didn't blow up the river, which, but that's really good. You've come onto the landscape and you've put your stamp upon it. Now, Stevie D, where's your stamp upon the landscape? Let's just find it.
At the moment, I'm just trying to sort out a bit of congestion around Fort Mondum because there were lots of trains getting lost and getting stuck. So I've just been improving the track a bit.
I don't remember where Fort Mondum is. I mean,
I have no idea. I saw a thing saying trains lost and it was clearly stuck. So
in my defence, there is 1,792 towns on the map. So
yeah.
Right, we'll have a quick look at your factory. Let's have a look at the cargo graph. Oh yeah, that's tracking quite nicely. Lots coming in there. Everything's flowing quite nicely. And all your waypoints are working. Fantastic. And what did chat say? Chat says, yes, maybe yes. No. So it's quite... Chat split on this. Yeah. I cannot force depots as you have, so can you explain it again, please? So a forced depot, right, is very simply a depot where the track goes in and back out, like rather than through, right? Now you can do it in several different ways. That's a forced depot. That's a forced depot. That's a forced depot. That's all fine. Even that's a forced depot, but you might not use that in certain situations, right? And you can do double force depots, right? Which is a little bit difficult to see, so I'll hide the depot. So that's a double force depot. Now, when you do a double force depot, you can't make it wonky like this, because then you end up with a 90-degree turn, and that's disabled by default. So just pop yourself some force depots in if you like, and you'll force them to service a little bit extra. Very good. Right, I'm going to add a new railway line on, I think. Let's go for it. So towards the beginning of the stream, I added new railway lines in down here. And they're doing okay. They're doing fine, especially now I've got the statue the company owner's in. But let's look at the map of the world down here and see what industries. So we're looking for any spare farms. There is actually a farm right near where we are. I could do that with trucks. Or we could be looking at forests for the sawmill. Now looking at this, all 4 forests are connected in the area, so we don't need that. There is just one farm that isn't connected. And I know I said I was going to do a train line, but it's going there. That's the entire distance from here to there. And that would be horrible. I shouldn't do that as a train line, right? 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 I don't know. See what chat has to say about that. What does chat have to say about it? Do goods delivered to a town also make them grow? No. No. Unless you're using a special mod, goods have nothing to do with town growth. Mail has nothing to do with town growth. It's all just 5 stations that have been serviced where there was a pickup or a drop-off in a period of, I think it's 50 days. Let's have a quick look. There is a mechanics page about this, I think. Yes, 50 days, I was correct. Town growth can be accelerated by loading or unloading at least one item of cargo, any cargo, at up to 5 stations within the town's influence within a 50-day period. It doesn't matter what the cargo is, it doesn't matter whether it's loaded or unloaded, and it doesn't matter if you have any more than 5 stations. Right, what does chat say? Narrow gauge to the rescue? I don't think so. Trams? No, I don't think so. The one-time trucks make perfect sense. I know, right? When you make a bi-directional line, what do you do if there's a large difference of product between each end? If in that case, I just put full load on the order of the side that's the most productive, and then that's it. Helicopters? Let's have a look. So helicopters, new aircraft, cargo, grain, cargo, livestock. Yes, we're going to use sky cranes. There we go. So we're going to put one there. Ah. I can't add a heliport at the other end. Okay. Let's get rid of one of them. There's no other town near here, is there? Yeah, we'll get it in the field. 2 airports per town. Exactly. New aircraft. Refit to grain. But what we'll do is we'll tell it to full load with grain. Come over here. Go to the depot. Refit to livestock. Then full load here again. Drop off. Go to the depot. And refit back to grain again. I don't think this is going to work. But what we won't have it on full load. We'll just pick up whatever's there. And see if we can just get like a whole loop of them going. This is weird. Okay, there we go. Right, what did I miss? Another plane crash. Oh, this is not great. Oh no, the aircraft's gone. Oh, we didn't get to clone that one. You just sowed potatoes there. Yes. So goods are cargo, right? Yeah. So, okay. Goods do make the town grow then, right? Okay. But not in the way that most people say it when they ask that question. Right? It doesn't do it any different. Right? It's not the passenger stations either. It's any station. So you could actually deliver goods to 5 different stations. And then you'd be ticking the box. Right. So in theory, these helicopters, sky cranes, should all take it in turns. And this is going to be the slow end, right? Because, oh, can you have a takeoff and a landing point there at the same time? Maybe. One of them's just hovering there. No. Okay. Ooh. Stream's gone. We lost the stream. Yeah. Let's pause everything. Where it's going wrong. The stream couldn't handle the helicopters. Yeah, something's going on. Maybe if I hit some sort of buffer. Okay, well, let's do this. Bear with me a second, folks. The SOS did work. You just didn't see it. Audio's fine. Okay, well, at least the audio's fine, right? Why are we dropping frames so terribly? It's not CPU. It's not RAM. It's not GPU. I don't think it's the network. Network utilization is like 2%. Yeah, lagging on Twitch. Yeah. Video's lagging. I think OBS is having problems. I'm going to restart the YouTube stream. Let's see what happens if I do that. Okay, so... nope. That didn't do it. Wow, something's absolutely killing it. GPU's fine? Oh, wait, no. We are back, I think. Okay, it looks like restarting the YouTube stream did fix it. Okay. That was weird. I haven't had that issue before. Yeah, how strange is that? It's the backwards 5 curse. Yeah, okay, fine. There we are. I yield. The 5's back the right way around. There we go. Ugh. Well, let's get back into the game then. Now, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was checking out the helicopters. So at this end, they're going to be probably fine because they're just going to be loading whatever. It's this end where they might be waiting a bit, but I think just that little spread, they're going to be okay. Yeah, the amount transported is going to be terrible though, isn't it? Yeah, everything's fine now. That was weird. Very strange. I think it was just OBS. Couldn't you just 3 of each? I could do. But I didn't. Because I wanted to just try this, you know, see how it went. Now boost it with trucks. I mean, I want to see how much, like, actually gets transported. There you are. Look, the transported amounts are rising, so we need to give it a little while, right? Thank you very much for the Prime sub on Twitch. Remember, folks, there are 3 main ways to support me. There is the YouTube channel memberships, there's Twitch subs, but also Viewer Plus. And for Viewer Plus right now, we're up to 150 Viewer Plus subscribers. We're trying to get to 200. We'll have a little celebration when we get to 200, I think. That'll be something to celebrate. No, these things are doing all right, so we'll check back with them soon. We will. We'll check back them very soon. And let's check in with our guests. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to pick on Kyle. How are things going? What, have you made any changes since we've checked in with you last?
Yeah, I finally finished getting the transfer network. I did not buy as many buses and mail trucks as I did in the other town because I did a little too many there. But
Yeah,
So that's kind of starting up there.
I can see that there, that you've got those trucks and buses going around, and yeah, you haven't gone as big as you did in the other place, but the other place is like, between the three towns, you're looking at like 22,000 people, and down here it's more like 13, right?
Yeah.
So, and how are your trains coping with? Oh, they're not. You've got 500,000 people waiting at the station, and your trains are making a lot of money. There's only 3 of them, and they're making 500,000 last period. So that's really good.
I still have excellent ratings, so...
Yeah. Let's have a look. What are the ratings there? The ratings of 82. That's really good ratings. That's fantastic. Chat want me to check the iron ore reliability, truck reliability. So there's the old iron ore. There's the new one. The old one's at 96. The new one's gone up to 72. So it's going good. It's just not quite there yet. Okay. Well, there we go. That's really good. And then over to Stevie D. Now, what have you been up to? Oh my goodness, I just remembered this horrendous thing that Kevin DeB put in. Stuff like this all over the map. In some ways, it's going to be a shame when we move into part 2, but it's going to just open up a whole new world of connections and shenanigans and interesting tactics and routes. And speaking of interesting tactics and routes, Stevie D, what you been doing?
I'm plugging in another farm to my factory because the factory's coping fine, so we need to try and overload it a bit more.
Ah, yes, I can see that your goods... let's get rid of the other ones. Your goods are doing really well. So the production's up. You're transporting pretty much everything. Your ratings on your goods... what's your ratings? 84, 85%. That's cool. And where's your new farm?
It's up to the north. So if you head out on the line that's taking the goods out, past the depots and then turn left.
Past the oh yeah, up there. Oh wow, okay. So you've got quite a few farms on there now. You've got well, there's one there as well, I think. Is that one you? Yeah, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5 farms connected up to that one place there. You've got probably quite a lot of oil coming in as well. Let's have a look. Yeah, so your oil deliveries are quite high. I would say you're averaging somewhere in the region of 530 units a month, which is quite good. Fantastic.
Yeah, I've got 5 oil rigs hooked up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice work. That's you got another one in that lake that you could probably get in there as well.
But it's using about 1 barrel a month. I had a look, and it's just not worth doing unless it's proved.
Oh wait, it's 196 now. 198, sorry.
Oh no, I must have been looking at a different one. Yeah, I'll add that one in.
It is fluctuating a little bit, it is indeed. And Laura Lil has added a Viewer Plus gift sub. Thank you very much, Laura Lil. Let's see who that gift sub gets gifted out to as that pops up. Now, for those of you who missed it near the beginning, let me see, was it... Oh, it's... Gift sub has been gifted... Oh, I think that was blank. That was weird. I don't think somebody's name popped in there. We'll have to double check that. But yeah, if you missed it at the beginning, we are going to be splitting Season 12 into Part A and Part B. That is because we're currently in 1979 and each year is 45 minutes of gameplay. That's good. The problem is that there's so many people building so many infrastructure, so many tracks, trains and networks and road vehicles that I'm pretty sure that we would grind to a halt before we get to our target year finish, which I think is 2060, right? So before we get to the year 2060, the game would probably stop and grind to the halt. So instead of failing to carry on playing the game up to the point we want to, at the halfway point, at the year 2000, we're going to start this map again. And it's going to be identical to the start that we did in 1940. The only difference is that we'll be starting in the year 2000. So season 12 is going to be a two-parter season, and it's going to be fun to see how people pick up where other people left off. But we are going to leave it there for today. So thank you very much to Stevie D and also to Kyle for joining us for tonight's stream. Thank you for putting your mark on the landscape. I hope you both enjoyed that.
I have. It's been great fun.
Oh, I accidentally just zoomed in all the way there instead of pressing a different button. But
Yeah, it's been awesome.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, and do feel free to put your name in the hat to try again. What about starting under a second company? It's a matter of it's just too much stuff going on. The game will just like grind to a halt. People won't be able to connect to the game and stuff like that. It's the sheer number of vehicles and things that's going on. It's a massive undertaking, and you know what? I think it will work really nice. I spoke to people in the Discord, and I think it's going to be really cool. But like I said, we are going to leave it there for tonight. So thank you both of you for joining me tonight, and thank you for watching, everybody, and for all the support. Don't forget, do like the stream, subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you all tomorrow night for the finale of Theme Hospital using Core 60H, including a game giveaway for Theme Hospital. So thanks for watching, everybody. Take care and goodbye.